And welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show on our continued journey to 500,000. You know what? I don't even want to talk about 500. I want to talk about the 300,000. We're like 6,000 people shy. So let's see if we can't get to it by the end of the month. So hit subscribe, share, watch, and comment. I want it all because, again, the insanity, it doesn't stop. But the theme right now, the theme for this week is that Trump has not been properly briefed before having press conferences. All right, this is factual. On Monday, as an example, he didn't know about the Atlantic exposing the group signal chat. And yesterday, he's unaware that 4 U.S. soldiers went missing in Lithuania. Play the clip.
But it could be a defective platform, and we're going to have to find that out.
Mr. President, have you been briefed about soldiers in Lithuania?
Say it.
Have you been briefed about the soldiers in Lithuania who are missing?
No, I haven't.
What do you mean I haven't? 4 U.S. soldiers are now classified as deceased in Lithuania, and the President of the United States doesn't know about it? He was also asked about the stock market, and he claimed that he didn't see what they were asking about. Play that clip.
And on these auto tariffs, we saw obviously the NASDAQ 100 go down 2% at close, S&P 500 down 1%. What are you concerned about that market reaction?
Today?
Yes, sir.
I didn't say that. I want to see the jobs. I want to see that'll all take care of itself. That could take care of itself in 1 day, 2 days, or 1 week.
Simply because it doesn't benefit him. Imagine if the stock market was up. All you would hear, we're killing it, we're doing great. The stock market is at the all-time high. This administration is the best. Trump was then asked if he believed nothing classified was sent in that Signal group chat. And he also, not shockingly, claimed he didn't know. Play the clip.
But I don't think they're quite. I don't think they're quite
Nothing
ready.
classified that was shared?
Say
Do
it.
you still believe nothing classified was shared?
Well, that's what I've heard. I don't know. I'm not sure. You'll have to ask the various people involved. I really don't know.
So I'm like flabbergasted here. This is the President of the United States. There is conversation, which he's been asked about repeatedly before even this meeting, about whether or not the information was not classified, who should be held accountable, and so on. And hours, if not days now after, he still knows nothing about it. How is it possible that the President of the United States, with something as significant as this, and we all know he watches an inordinate amount of television, how is it possible that the President of the United States did not call somebody and say, get me all the information on this. I need to have the info so that I could respond accordingly. I mean, this is supposed to be our president, yet he is completely and totally unaware of many important things. So the question we are all asking ourselves, well, if he doesn't know, who does? Who's in charge? Meanwhile, when asked further about Pete Hegseth and Signalgate, Trump, of course, claimed that Hegseth had nothing to do with it. Well, how are you claiming Hegseth had nothing to do with it if you have no idea about what was said or what wasn't said? I mean, remember the text that I showed you yesterday of Pete Hegseth sending the operational war plans? Well, I think that speaks otherwise. Play the clip.
Mike he took responsibility for it.
His position over this.
Say it.
Should Secretary Hegseth consider his position over the signal?
Hegseth is doing a great job. He had nothing to do with this. Hegseth. How do you bring Hegseth into it? He had nothing to do. Look, it's all a witch hunt.
Okay, so let me start by breaking this down for about a half second. Hegseth had a lot to do with it. It is under his signal that he literally divulged times, places, military equipment, etc. That's what they're talking about. But then again, Trump has a very strong opinion on Hegseth for somebody who just stated that he doesn't know. Trump also announced, because you got to get off this topic, that he is now going to implement new auto tariffs. Play the clip.
And this is very modest. And what we're going to be doing is a 25% tariff on all cars that are not made in the United States. If they're made in the United States, there's absolutely no tariff. We start off with a 2.5% base, which is what we were at, and we go to 25%. And basically, as you know, and as you've been seeing, not reporting as accurately as it should be reported because it's a massive story. Business is coming back to the United States so that they don't have to pay tariffs. And I think
business is not coming back to the United States. There's several problems with what Trump is saying here. First and foremost, you've heard me satirically say Trump thinks that you could walk into like a Costco or a Walmart and buy an inflatable manufacturing facility. He's going back to a day when, America used to manufacture its own cars. Right now, because of technology, because of pricing, many of these parts, even for the vehicles that are made in the United States, they come from elsewhere, like China or elsewhere regarding, the technology that's used in these vehicles, including even like the airbags. They're not manufactured in America. Those, I believe, are manufactured in Japan. I mean, it's absolutely nuts that he thinks that you just flip a switch, and next thing you know, you have a manufacturing facility that can 100% manufacture a vehicle. In fact, as of this recording, if you take a look at the stock market, every single car manufacturer from Mercedes to General Motors is down. Why? Because 25% tariff. You have just added something like, I think I was listening on television, on a $40,000 vehicle, you just added another $5,000. You just added another $5,000 to the cost of a $40,000 vehicle. Trump's not done there. He also did something which is not going to benefit the American citizen. He decided he's going to raise prescription drug prices with tariffs. Play that clip.
It's also exciting because of what's happening with other aspects. We're going to be doing tariffs on pharmaceuticals in order to bring our pharmaceutical industry back. We don't make anything here in terms of drugs, medical drugs, different types of drugs that you need, medicines. It's in other countries, largely made in China, a lot of it made in Ireland. Ireland was very smart. We love Ireland. But we're going to have that. We're going to have lumber. We're going to free up some of our land. And you'll be able to meet a lot of other standards like fire cuts. If Los Angeles had fire cuts, which they didn't have, that's a gap of half a football field between areas. You wouldn't have had the fires. They would have been contained. But you have fire cuts, and by the way, you sell that wood for a lot of money, a lot of profit. It's made.
I mean, really? I mean, Trump plans now again to reopen coal mines. I mean, he's got the magic formula for doing what he believes is right, and the rest of us believe is wrong for this country. Play the clip.
And they're using coal, which is very powerful. Coal is a very powerful energy. And we're opening up our coal mines again, and we're going to do, I call it beautiful, clean coal. The technology is so good now that coal can give you tremendous power. At the same time, it can be very clean. But we're also obviously doing oil and gas and various other things. You can do pretty much whatever you want. We don't like the wind because we think it ruins the landscapes, the plains, ruins them.
Sure, I'm shocked he didn't talk about how it's killing birds by the thousands. Then Trump, of course, notices a reporter who's wearing a mask. Question becomes, is he making fun of her, or was he actually being genuine? Play the clip.
You said you want to return education control to the states. How would you handle it if a state like California were to put in place education policy?
You know, I haven't seen a mask in so long. You're wearing a mask. So nice of you. I haven't seen anybody wearing a mask in a long time. It's good. You feel more comfortable, right?
Yes.
Good. That's good. So go ahead.
You said you want to return.
Meanwhile, in an earlier presser, Trump goes on and he calls himself the fertilization president. And I'm not talking about land fertilizer either. Play the clip.
You're doing great on it. And we're going to have tremendous goodies in the bag for women, too. The women between the fertilization and all of the other things that we're talking about. It's going to be great. We're joined today, fertilization. I'm still very proud of it. I don't care. I'll be known as the fertilization president, and that's okay. That's not bad. That's not bad. I've been called much worse. Actually, I like it, right? I like it. Thank you. We're joined.
Yeah. And meanwhile, lastly, while I had hoped that we would never hear about Hannibal Lecter again, unfortunately, Trump can't get him out of his mind. Play the clip.
Mental institutions and insane asylum, same thing. Insane asylum is mental institution on steroids, right? I used to say Dr. Hannibal Lecter, the great Dr. Hannibal Lecter is in a hotel room near you. And the fake news back there, a lot of fake news here, by the way. Fake news would say, why does he keep mentioning Hannibal Lecter? I said, you know why? Because we just won an election. We got a lot of votes because of Hannibal Lecter. We don't want to have Hannibal Lecter in our country. So
let me just say, as I started this thing off, there's so much that he demonstrates that he just doesn't know. I mean, this isn't stand-up comedy night, right? This is the President of the United States. This is who the plurality of Americans voted for. Doesn't know about this, doesn't know about that, happy to be called the fertilization president, brings up Hannibal Lecter. This is the chaos that we are going to deal with day in and day out. And I certainly hope that you share this channel with your friends. Let's get to 300,000 like tomorrow, because this nonsense isn't stopping. And I happen to be uniquely situated as somebody that was there before and here today. And as always, thanks for listening. Hey, everyone. First of all, thanks for watching. I mean, we're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.